Nimble Quest, originally released in the later half of March 2013 and eventually nabbed up by HalfBrick. This lovely game touts a grand adventure in a tiny world. Nimble Quest is a unique and fun mobile game. The way I'd describe Nimble Quest is, it's Snake, but an RPG with different characters and many obstacles. I'll go over the basics of the game and cover all the characters in a separate video, as I haven't unlocked all of them yet. To go over the basics, we start with 3 characters: a melee character, a range character, and an area of effect character, or AoE for short. Any characters you have unlocked can be obtained throughout gameplay. Starting the game with our selected character, we're sent into a small field amongst the trees. Enemies will gradually spawn in, and we can defeat them to gain crystals, and on occasion, a character. Walking into a character will add them to the party, with them following behind our hero. They will attack when in range of enemies. Finishing a level will cause a bunch of gems to spawn in and attract towards the hero. Collecting all the crystals, or if they fizzle out, will end the level immediately. They spawn in a fashion similar to a pickup we'll talk about later on. Mentioned before, crystals. Crystals are the currency of this game. There's 3 types: green crystals, which are worth 1, blue crystals, which are worth 5, and red crystals, which are worth 10. To add on to this, when your hero is damaged, picking up a crystal will heal them by a small amount. However, this will only heal the party leader you control. No one else receives this benefit of crystal heals in the party. Touching on a point there, damage. Enemies can damage you, just as you can damage them. Just like our heroes, there are types of enemies: melee and ranged enemies. The melee enemies more or less double as AoE attackers, swiping with broad, swift sword strokes and quick jabs from a lance. Ranged enemies will spit, throw, or shoot something towards your party, damaging them in the process. If anyone in the party, including the hero, takes enough damage to deplete their health bar, they will be defeated and removed from the party. If the party leader is defeated, the entire party will immediately die, and you will get a game over. Funnily enough, this also works for enemies. So if you see a party full of tanky enemies, but the leader is weak, say a spider or a bat, taking them head on can work, as it will wipe the entire enemy party. Which is cool, and not some exclusive bark to put onto the player. Enemy parties will usually range from 1 to 3 strong. Similar to Snake, that cool old school game you'd play on a Nokia or something, where in that, if you run into a wall or yourself, the game is over. In Nimble Quest, if you run into a wall, it's an immediate game over. To add on to this, if you run into an enemy, you will immediately get a game over, with some fun little flavor text about how you died in a comical way. This adds some fun variety onto the beloved game of Snake, and switches it up in a unique, creative, and cool way. An oddity though, as you walk around, if you walk into your party members, you won't get a game over. Rather, you will be punished, as the party member you walk into will immediately be defeated on the spot, punishing you for causing such a foolish act. However, if you have a party member or two you don't favour for their strengths or weaknesses, this could oddly be beneficial if you feel you would rather have someone else on the team. A weird but cool mechanic. Another thing of note is the shop. Here you can upgrade pickups in-game. In the shop, there are 7 upgradable items and 1 purchasable item. I'll cover these as I go. Upon defeating an enemy, one of these pickups can drop. These pickups are the treasure chest. The treasure chest will spawn a large hunk of gems for a short period of time. Each upgrade will increase how many gems it spawns in. The potion. Self-explanatory for roguelikes and RPGs alike. The potion will heal every member of the party for a good chunk of health. This is the only way to heal up anyone in the party that isn't the party leader. Each upgrade will increase the amount of health that is healed. The swords. These will increase attack speed for a small duration, making wiping out enemies a cakewalk. Each upgrade will extend the duration of the buff. The magnet. The magnet will drag any gems on the field towards you. Each upgrade increases the duration. The bomb. The bomb will explode a good chunk of area around you, immediately defeating any foe in the area. Each upgrade increases the explosion radius. The shield. The shield allows the party member to soak up more damage for the duration, making them incredibly tankier for a short period. Each upgrade will increase the strength of the shield. The frost wave. Immediately freezes all enemies on the field when picked up. This includes enemies that have freshly spawned in and are still fading into the field. Frozen enemies can't attack or move, making them easy to defeat. Upgrading this will increase the duration. Finally, the last pickup is the token. The token is a very rare pickup. The tokens are used to gain small buffs in the pre-game menus. The token itself costs 1000 gems. I'll touch on the token buffs quickly. There is 4, and sometimes 5 depending on how far you've gotten in the game. Each buff costs 1 token respectively. The heart is vitality. This buff will increase the health of all party members by 25% for this game. It lasts until you die, which is nice. The shoes are haste. This increases the movement speed of the party by 25% for this game. The bubble is a shield bubble. This gives the main hero an active shield at the start of each stage. A nice buff if you feel you're being beaten up too much. Finally, the swords are an attack speed buff. This gives all party members a 25% attack speed buff for this game. Additionally, the fast forward icon will skip the present stage you're at and go on to the next stage. On top of this, you'll be awarded 1 party member as a buff. This costs 1 token. It's a neat little addition if you want to go farther in the run without spending an extra minute or 2 in the next area. Near the play button as well, there is also the option to add a random hero to the party for 1 token. This buff is neat, but if you get it, you might as well use the fast forward token instead, as it does the same as that hero, but just better. In my opinion though, I personally wouldn't use either. Nimble Quest is an adorable and charming game with, in my opinion, a lot of replayability. However, as much as I do recommend and adore this game, it has fallen under HalfBrick. It is now behind a subscription service. HalfBrick offers you a $5 per month subscription for a library of games, ad-free. This is cool of them. However, for younger players, this may be a bit too expensive unfortunately. As much as I want to recommend this game, and I wholly do as it's a wonderful little game, the entry price may be too steep for some, younger audience specifically. If you can get past the price point, you'll have a fantastic little game of an RPG roguelike snake game called Nimble Quest. Nimble Quest for me is very much a passion, as I played it a long time ago when I was still young. I thought about it day and night. And one day when I got a new phone, it wasn't on the App Store anymore unfortunately, until it was again, under HalfBrick. But hey, I get to enjoy my cool game again. I hope this video inspired some to go try out this adorable game, as it's a fun slice of mobile gaming that shouldn't be missed. This game has endless levels and lots of fun in store, go check it out. But for now, thanks for watching. I've been Cinnabon, and I'll catch you later mate.